Hello, family. So, today is wash day and clean day for the reptiles. So, I'm washing all their bowls, their food dishes, cleaning their cages, things like that. I always put Dawn dish soap and bleach because bearded dragons is known for carrying salmonella. And I'm cleaning it out in my sink, so I want to make sure that I clear that all up. Um, so it won't be any problems. And of course, I don't want my babies to carry salmonella, but because they walk in their own poop and things like that, they do carry it. Uh, yeah, so let me tell you a few fun facts about bearded dragons. So, bearded dragons, they have eggs. So she's pregnant for about 3 months. I incubate them for 6 months, and they just turned 1 years old. So my boy bearded dragon, he got her pregnant back to back. I had a lot of trials and tribulations when it came to breeding my bearded dragons. So the first clutch that I ever breeded, I lost them all. It was 19. My second clutch, they all hatched, but they died off because they have to learn from each other. They have to learn to survive off each other, and only the strong will survive. So I did lose a lot of them, and I think I want to get an expo with bearded dragons. So I'm going to time it right. In the next expo, I may be there. But anywho, yeah, so this is just me cleaning, and then a little bit later I'm going to make them some food. And another fun fact about bearded dragons is that mom and dad will eat their babies with no hesitation because they're smaller. They don't recognize that they're parents. So I do have to keep them separated. And because my babies have just turned 1 years old, they get aggressive with each other. So I have to also separate them. So now I am getting more and more cages, which is not a problem, but because I love my babies. But yeah. So, like I said before, bearded dragons may carry salmonella. So, I put bleach inside the water, and I also am going to spray the sink down with Lysol spray, Dawn soap, and wash it out real good just to make sure that my sink is cleaned out pretty good. Now, this is where I'm going to start prepping their food. And this is me just drying out all their bowls and making sure there's no excess water, bleach, or any spray or anything in there. And today they're going to be eating kale. And I feed them a variety of different type of vegetables. Another fun fact about bearded dragons, if you feed them hornworms and you feed your hornworms tomatoes, it makes it toxic for your bearded dragon. So you don't want to do that by any means. You don't. So I'm going to wet their kale because we want to have moisture in their food. Wet it pretty good. And this is just me cutting up the kale really fine so they don't have any problems with taking it down because when I gave my babies kale, they kind of choked on it. So So right here is mealworms. I'm going to add a few on top of their kale just as a little treat because my babies just turned 1 and they're able to eat mealworms now. So I'm going to see how this digests with them. Then I also have to get calcium with vitamin D because they're not outside. They're lacking the sun, the vitamin D that they need. So they will get metabolic bone disease if you don't give them the vitamin D with calcium. And you don't want that to happen. You also need a LED light on them as well to prevent that. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish making all their plates, take them their food, and if you have any suggestions, any comments, any concerns, please drop them below in the comment section because we all can grow. We all can grow. I'm not a new bearded dragon mom. My oldest bearded dragon is 6. My oldest mom is 4 years old, and my babies are 1. But there's a lot that I can learn about bearded dragons. So if you know anything different, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye.